So this guy bought this Audi S4 for $10,000. It's a facelift, so it's a pretty good deal, but whoever worked on this thing before, for some reason, they did a bunch of work to it. They had these intake runners off. Potentially, why you would do that is to maybe change injectors or this breather assembly, which this breather assembly does not look like it's been changed. But they did a bad thing whenever they put it back together. They did not pull you're supposed to pull a vacuum on these diaphragms so that these intake flaps will go underneath these dividers before you bolt it on. So now these are mechanically blocked and no more than this much air can go through the engine, and you're gonna have a check engine light. So I have to take I first had to take the supercharger off. Now I have to unbolt these runner plenums with the fuel lines and everything, lift them up, push these runners in, and then bolt everything back down so these flaps can move because they're mechanically blocked. Now I'm gonna go ahead and proceed. I'm gonna start by just unscrewing these fuel lines and then unscrewing the 10 millimeters in the T30s, and then I'm just gonna lift them up slightly, push these in. We'll get to it when we get to it. I'll film it. So I probably should have, but I didn't unbolt the fuel lines. I did kind of unbolt the braces for them, but these are all unbolted, the plenums, and now you see they kind of pop themselves up a little bit, and then I can push these flaps in. See, that stud's flush now. It's got kind of spring loaded with those hoses, so you got to be careful. We'll see what happens, but I can actuate both of these, so I'm going to carefully bolt everything back together now with the flaps pushed down.